If you'd like to see your agency growing faster, if you'd like to see more momentum happening in your business, I want to share 3 things that you really should be spending time focusing on in your business so that you start to experience more of a rapid growth. Now, as I share these 3 things, I have 2 assumptions that I'm going into this with. The first of those assumptions is that you are already clear on who it is that you want to serve. You know who your ideal clients are. Now, I've talked a lot about this recently with profitable niches that you can serve, who you can really make an impact for out there. So I will link to all of those resources that I have for you down below. Now, the second assumption that I'm going into this with is that you already have an offer. You know who you are going to serve and you have figured out what their needs are so that you have a solution to be able to offer them. Now, I've talked a lot here about having an irresistible offer for them. And this is something that you have crafted specifically for that target audience in mind, and it goes beyond just the generic web design, SEO, marketing offer that seemingly everyone has out here. Number 1, this is tracking. Yes, I'm starting with something very, very simple, very basic, but at the same time, most people don't do this. And what I'm talking about is tracking your progress or tracking your actions, because this is very number-based. This is very black and white. Are you doing what you need to do consistently, or are you not? And a lot of us are afraid to put these numbers on paper because we know we don't do what we need to do on a consistent basis. But this is really going to help us ultimately feel better because we're able to see, well, if I didn't put in the numbers, that's the only reason that I'm not getting these clients. But if I'm putting in the effort consistently and I'm not, well, then something else is off here, and it will help you figure out what to tweak. So at the end of the day, this is going to help you determine how many people do you need to speak with or get on a call with or have attend a training or whatever your offer is in order for you to land a specific number of clients. So specifically what you are tracking is going to vary depending on what your specific lead generation strategy actually is. So as an example here, let's say that you have a very basic lead generation strategy of cold outreach. And you know that in order for you to land 2 paying clients, you need to outreach to 15 people. And when you reach out to 15 people, you are able to turn that into 4 calls. And for every 4 calls you get, 2 of them become paying clients. So now you know that you need to reach out to 15 people in order to get 2 clients. So this is going to help you. Are you going to reach out to 15 clients or 15 people every Monday, and that's going to be it for the week for you to be able to hit 2 new clients a week? Are you going to change this to reaching out to 3 people a day, 5 days a week to hit your number 15 to get 2 clients a week or 8 clients a month? And depending on what you want your ultimate client number to be, then you're able to adjust what you need to do with your lead generation strategy. So that is why tracking is so incredibly important, and you're going to know exactly what you need to do in order to get the number of clients that you want. And if you don't know that number, it's because you are not tracking it. So start tracking it. Number 2, get results. When you get results for clients, everything starts to become easier because you can do this time and time again. You have results to demonstrate. But oftentimes it is hard to get clients in the door when you don't have a lot of results to show. But this is much, much easier when you offer some more entry, or what I like to call foot in the door services that are just smaller services that still make an impact, still get them a result that they can see. It builds trust with them. It shows them that you communicate. It shows that you do what you say you are going to do. And then you can use that to offer bigger, more expensive services. And if you need specific ideas on some of these smaller foot in the door services to help you land more clients so that you can start working on these results, I'll link to a resource I have for you below as well. Number 3 is to add recurring revenue. How can you add value on a recurring basis? I believe that recurring revenue is so incredibly important because for your business, of course, if you have recurring revenue to rely on, you are not starting from scratch every time a project ends. You have something to fall back on. At the same time, I think it is equally as important for the clients to have recurring services because it is going to make sure that they are continuing to see results and their business is going to continue to grow. Now, I do have a resource for recurring services that you can add to your business, so I'll link to that as well. But this is where it is your job to go in and figure out which of those services is going to add the most value to the target clients that you are working to serve. And I will be talking more about diversifying your income as a marketer coming up. So if that's something that would be helpful to you, then make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that as well. Now, one of the services that I find to be the most important in really educating clients about these ongoing services that they can benefit from is through selling website planning. Website planning is absolutely very, very important for web designers because this is where, instead of doing this work that you're normally going to do for free, which is what most people tend to do, and you're not going to do really that great of a job, is to offer them this website plan. And your job is, before you ever do anything for a website, you are going in and gathering all the crucial information about the business, about their goals, about their marketing, their website, all of their assets. It just goes on and on with everything that you need to gather to really make sure you have a thorough understanding of the business, of the website, the marketing, how everything ties together, so that you help to create a website that is actually going to be profitable for a client. It is going to last them significantly longer because nothing will be left. Nothing will be a surprise later when they can't do it, because you know about what is going to be coming up for them and what they are working towards. And then as you go through this process, of course, you are paid for your time to create this plan. You are then paid for your time to actually implement it. This is when you go in and you build this out, you do what the plan says. But during the creation of this plan, you are also talking about the recurring services. This is what happens after this website is designed or redesigned. How are we going to use this to generate more leads, customer sales for this particular business? And that's where recurring revenue comes in. And those clients are so much more likely to sign up for these recurring services and stick with them. So I think that is incredibly important. So I will link to various resources down below in the description. So make sure to check that out so you can find the resources based on where you are in the process here. And of course, if you have any questions about implementing any of these or starting any of this in your business, don't hesitate to ask down below. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll catch you next time.